What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. First month of the new year is about to end, and I feel like I just needed to do like an update video on just the whole channel and be able to give you guys a little bit of an informative type of video if you want to get into a project car in the year of 2024. Just trying to give you guys some advice before you jump into a car the way that I did, so that you guys could actually be successful and enjoy your time working on a project car. Starting out with the updates on the channel, the Mercedes has officially been sold. I hope it treats the new owner and the new owner treats the car good. I have a replacement vehicle already, and I've actually been owning it for like a year now. I've been owning 5 cars, and after Mercedes is gone, it's 4, which is still a lot of cars, but one car less. It's a new style of vehicle for me. It's something I really wanted, and it serves a purpose. Hopefully I could film the video revealing it soon, because it needs a lot of work. I don't like to do things on vehicles without filming, which kind of sucks, but I don't know, it's just kind of the price to pay when you want to film or have content. So stay tuned for that video. The next update on the channel is on the dream board. I don't want to move the camera, but I did pull down the little paper for it. The channel reached 1,000 subscribers, which is very exciting. It's like the first milestone you have to reach on YouTube in order to start earning something. It was the goal for last year, and I think I reached it like January 2nd or something like that. I don't really care too much about having a lot of subscribers. I more so prefer having a smaller subscriber count, but all of them are engaged with the YouTube. I find that a lot more fulfilling on YouTube than having 1 million subscribers and you only get like 20,000 views a video. Just my little 2 cents on that, but very excited to hit 1,000 subscribers. It makes me want to just keep pushing out as much content as I can to keep helping out everyone that tunes into the channel. That's about it for the update on the channel. Moving on to the main course of today's video, which is you wanting to buy your first project car. Why am I able to like talk on this? I have tons of videos showing my 2 project cars, which is the 1992 Honda Civic that I am currently K-swapping, and my 1993 240SX that I just got running after like about a year. I completely understand what it is like to go into a vehicle and not have prior experience or knowledge, and having it sit for like 2-3 years and starting to feel almost defeated, wanting to just get rid of the vehicle, start fresh on something new. So I feel like I can talk about this situation. The last months of 2023, I was able to start getting into a system where I was able to get a lot closer to the goal that I have with the vehicles. Before you even think about getting a project car, the first advice I could give you is to have a well-maintained daily. I don't know if you have seen the memes where it's like, I got a daily for the daily for the daily for the daily. But it's so true, because when you have project cars, you need another project car so you could drive, because this one's gonna be down. Ignore all of that. Before you even think about getting a project car, please get a reliable, well-maintained daily. It doesn't have to be anything expensive, but it has to be something reliable that you can count on whenever you need it. Now, let's get into the project car. What car do you want? What is the purpose of the vehicle? I don't mean like, do you want a drift car? Do you want a rally car? Do you want a slammed car? I'm just simply saying as in like, do you want something front wheel drive? Does it matter? Rear wheel drive that, you know, you could slide around? Or do you want something all wheel drive? Just think about that. It could be anything. Just write down exactly what is it that you want as your first project car. After you have decided on what vehicle you want, start doing some research on it. Research the common issues, the aftermarket support for it, the price ranges of the vehicle, even the price ranges of all the parts you want to buy for the vehicle, because it's a lot more expensive to do something on a BMW than it is to do something on a Civic. The prices, they're just completely different price ranges, so even do research on that. Obviously, I would suggest to start out with something a little bit more cheaper, more simple, so you almost want to get like a taste of what it's like to be building a vehicle. Obviously, with YouTube, all these people that are building crazy builds, they have some type of experience, and that's what we're trying to build with your first project car. If you can, go onto Facebook, if you guys have Facebook. A lot of Facebook groups, they are always just talking about those cars, and you can learn a lot off those Facebook groups. I'm in a couple of them. You ask a lot of my questions on there. Do research on the vehicle before thinking of buying it. Once you have done your research on the vehicle you want, you got to set a budget. It's your money. Do whatever you want. But I really have to stress the importance of setting a budget. I would recommend to shoot for the higher price vehicles. You know, when you're looking, say, for a Civic, there's probably going to be a Civic that's, I don't know, for $1,000, but then another one might be selling for $5,000. That one probably will be a lot better condition than the $1,000 one. Some people, there's a bunch of memes where they're like, 12,000, I know what I got. Those might be idiots, but that's why you have to do the research on the vehicles. You're not just looking at those cars and thinking, oh, that's the one, and then it's like something's wrong with it. It just looks pretty. So shoot for the higher price vehicles. At that point, you have enough money to just be choosing which one you want. After you have set your budget, try to save an additional 2K on top of that, which I'll talk about why later. While saving this money, try to avoid looking, I don't know, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. Your goal might be to save $8,000, but then you find something on there for $4,000 and you have $5,000 and you're like, whatever, I'm gonna just go buy that one. And it ends up not being, the greatest vehicle. It's almost like you're just settling. I think when you want to go into something like this, you should be empowered instead of impulsively making a decision that you might regret later on just because you couldn't wait. I truly feel that with project cars, delayed gratification is like the way to go. And even just in life, you want to be in a position where you're able to buy the best example of a vehicle for yourself when jumping into a project car, not whatever you can afford. So you have officially reached your budget goal. Congratulations. Now you can start looking in the market for the vehicle. Go look at as many cars as you can, test drive them. You already did the research on the vehicle, so theoretically you should be able to show up to any car, have a plan of what to look for, the common issues, so you're not showing up unprepared, thinking that the car is worth it. Also, whenever you're looking at a vehicle, don't get attached to the first one you see. Try to look at as many as you can. Be direct to the person. Be like, hey, I'm looking at this vehicle, but I also have other options that I want to go look at as well. Some people might take offense to that. Some people might be open to the idea. At the end of the day, it is your money. It's not their job to get rid of that car. You're the one buying the car. You're the one with the money. Make the best decision you can. So look at as many cars as you can. When looking for a vehicle, I think I'd recommend more having a car that has a better interior than an exterior. I don't know if you have seen a lot of the rat rods that have like a patina exterior. You look inside and it's like brand new leather, the seats are reupholstered, and then the outside they have some nice ass wheels. That's kind of why I prefer having a better interior, because the exterior you can fix it a lot easier. Interior parts, it's a lot harder to try to find something in good condition, especially for older vehicles. But if you can find the best all-around vehicle that has a good interior and an exterior, obviously that would be the best option. Clean title is always a bonus. Sometimes with some of these older cars, a salvage title, it might not matter. If you really want to get the most value out of the vehicle, try to look for clean title vehicles. Low mileage is also great, but some of these cars, they're so old that they're just bound to have more mileage. And if you're going to be replacing, suspension parts, you're going to be redoing maintenance on the vehicle, it gets to a point where it doesn't even matter. Low mileage will be a lot better. Chances are the interior will be a lot better. The ride quality would be a lot better. And things would just be better in general, but you be the judge of whatever you care about mileage wise. Also, don't buy a shell for your first project. Try to get something that is running. My last advice for this is go crazy. You got the budget to buy whatever car you can afford. And also make sure it passes smog if you live in the state of California. Congrats on the car. You have officially picked up your first project car. So now we could talk about the extra 2K that I told you to save in the budget portion. You now have money to register the car. You now have money to do a complete maintenance on the vehicle. You'll have the budget to be able to afford all those parts. You really want to get the vehicle running the best it possibly can, and you can also start learning how to do all these simple jobs on your vehicle before trying to jump into something a lot more crazier. Honestly, that's the funnest part about having a project car, is being able to work on it on your own. Having those 2K to buy all those parts to start out, it's just you're building a very good foundation for the project car so that later on you can actually have fun buying the suspension, buying the wheels, buying, whatever parts you want. Now that you have the car, have done the maintenance and registered it, it's up to you now. Whatever you want to do with it. Whether you want to do exterior mods, suspension, engine modifications, interior, it's up to you. The one advice that I can give you is to keep up with the car at least once a month. And also some advice that I got that I want to pass on to you guys is my uncle makes fun of me that I want a brand new car, and he tells me, well, you're going to be paying like $500, $600 a month for that car. Why don't you put that into your vehicles? Let me explain. You have a project car. If you're investing $500 a month, being disciplined like that, you're going to get very far with that car. You'll finish it. You'll get to your goal. Even if you don't need to buy something that month, still take out that $500 and then save up in case you're saving up for like some $2,000 wheels, stuff like that. Honestly, it could really be whatever it is for you. You might only be able to afford to save $300 a month. And that's okay. Whatever it is, all I'm saying is to be able to budget your month's bills so that you're not just having that car just sit there. I know I'm getting financial. That's really all life is. It's just you really have to be on top of your money so that you're able to have fun with it, so that you're not feeling restricted, not knowing where exactly your money is going. So that is my advice if you want to get into the project car game. I hope this video helped you out. That's how I'm going to be doing it with my cars. Hopefully I could finish them this year, and I hope that if you're going to look into getting into a project car, you at least think about the little step that I gave you, so that you're not just jumping into a car and having something sitting there. You want it to be fun, You don't want to be giving up on something just because you jumped into it way before you should have. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, drop a like, comment, anything. Actually, you know what? Comment what is your dream project car, or what is it that you want to buy. I would love to know exactly what it is. That is it for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. God bless. Chale ganitas.